Well, the entire nation does have its eyes on Louisiana ahead of Tuesday's Senate election. When we go to the polls, it could determine who controls the Senate and the direction our nation's capital takes for at least 2 years. NBC 33 wants you to get to know the main candidates. In our first of 3 profiles, our own David Lippman talks with Colonel Rob Maness one-on-one to find out why he's running. Well, the entire nation does have its eyes on Louisiana ahead of Tuesday's Senate election. When we go to the polls, it could determine who controls the Senate and the direction our nation's capital takes for at least 2 years. NBC 33 wants you to get to know the main candidates. In our first of 3 profiles, our own David Lippman talks with Colonel Rob Maness one-on-one to find out why he's running.
I'm in this race to save America for my grandson. It hasn't got anything to do with Democrats or Republicans. It's got everything to do with the leadership of those parties is off track.
Colonel Rob Maness says he knows a lot about leadership after spending 32 years in the Air Force as a combat pilot and intelligence specialist. What he doesn't have is political experience. He's never run for office, but he says that may be his biggest advantage.
They don't see it as an option to put a Washington insider in this seat, whether it's somebody that's already been in office in the Congress or the incumbent, and the majority of the average citizen that I run into feels that way. It doesn't matter what kind of political party they're registered in even.
Colonel Maness is a Republican and is the favorite among Tea Party conservatives, including Sarah Palin, who endorsed him. Among his priorities if elected, repealing Obamacare, supporting the military, and promoting energy production off our coast.
We just need to unleash it. And when we unleash it, then Louisiana will lead America to energy independence.
He carries a copy of the Constitution and says that's the only thing that would guide his decisions.
Military people risk and give their lives willingly to protect it. Think about that. The senators and congressmen and women all take the same oath of office, and they must be willing to go to the last full measure of devotion to protect the Constitution.
For all the miles he's logged in the year and a half he's been running, more than 80,000, he's the underdog in this race. His own numbers show him with less than 20% of the vote, which won't land him in a runoff.
I always tell folks to vote for Rob Maness or your conscience on November 4th, and then vote Republican on December 6th.
But he says he entered the race because he thought he could win. And despite the polling numbers, surprises in other states give him faith.
We're out there doing the things that need to be done to get our vote in mass out on November 4th, and we're going to win because of that, not because of the TV ad.
David Lippman, NBC 33 News.